Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Hi, this is Abhishek, founder of Anaga. Anaga is a Sanskrit word which means pure. So, in the many Indian journals and reported that the increase of the dermatitis and eczema in India is increasing exponentially. Not only that, the NASA also published a report at the plant orbit that the 30% toxic pollutant inside of a home rather than outside. So, what are all these things? These are all things that we use every day for the cleaning the surfaces. We might think that these will clean and disinfect, but rather than that, it creates the volatile organic compounds which remains inside of our home and create many problems. So the problems is associated with all the overall ecology. But what we have created the differentiation, the rest of the teams, the rest of the companies done with the coconut surfactant. But we do the biotechnology way, the fermentation part. We pick up the citric fruit peels waste and the ferment it with a specific technique that we also have patented also. The 2-3 more have already published. So we use the biotechnology process to do that.
Use word patented.
It's patent. It's already.
Patent filed, patent granted. Patented means granted.
No, it's published right now. It's in the last phase. Yeah, okay. Apologize. So we use a specific technique to do that. So the buyer persona is clear. The person who is associated with that, those who felt that. We have listed down the value matrices, like not only the eco-friendly peoples, many peoples with associated with many kinds of challenges can buy those things. We have done a few reviews about that in the places of the Saharanpur and Roorkee. We have done 500 plus family validations. And not only that, we have already in the B2B part, we have already generating revenue. We have already invested around 2 to 3 lakh rupees, which is bootstrapped till now. And we have generated a good amount of sales in the B2B part related to the pharmacy and B2B industries like Bhagwanpur Industry Association and the Sedcool Industries. We have targeted most of the times, like we have around 30 plus hotel and resorts already we have serving in the Saharanpur area. Not only that, the founder of Eco 365 is already given the chance to serve in the airport of the Bangalore airport, and the connections which he has built. The recent connection which is in the Abhinav Gupta, he's the founder of the GrowthX, which is targeting the 1,000 plus hotels and resorts. So we are also targeting them and most of the thing OBHs and families. We are right now the partnering with the B2B giants and the serving them. We need those fundings amount just to increase the B2B part, just like we are getting good validation and good amount of traction. But because of the biotechnology way is a bit expensive, it is also good seeps down if the investment of the biotechnology in a biofermenter comes in a very handy way. So right now the purpose of funding is that we have associated with a good and dedicated team. From the BIREC mentors, we have the association with the health and science department and many faculties with the team members and associated all. The 10 plus teams we have done a good amount of research work. And these are the few validation. We were the winner of Startup Uttarakhand Grand Challenge. We are recognized startup by Startup Uttarakhand. I am Kashipur winner, Shark Tank finalist of 2023 and many more. The finalists of it. So this is what.
So thank you. How about a couple of your competitors are already exist in the market, and I think they grown their startup pretty well.
Yeah, I do agree. So, yeah, one of the direct competitor is the Novozymes. Novozymes create the same kind of thing, but the problem is restricted with that, like Novozymes already set their value matrix very high. I would really confident about the Tasky. He's competing with the Tasky right now and he's keeping the price higher than that. We have discussed with the founder of Eco 365, Gautam Surana, that how we can tackle these things. But the process that we are using right now for the collecting of the enzymes or for the making of the enzymes by the citric fruit peels and the waste, we can go down the price matrix, and that's why we are getting a good response from the hotel resorts and all. So we can comes down in handy, less than that the Tasky, and the Tasky we're using, and the Novozyme set here.
How much this cost?
This is the B2C products for that. This is a B2C product. I think for the B2B part, it comes around like 800 to 700 to 800 for the floor cleaner, and which Tasky comes down around 1100 to 1200.
Per liter?
No, per 5 liter.
Per 5 liter?
For both of us, like 7 to 800, 5 liters for the Tasky, for the R product, and the Tasky serves around 11
Is
to
there any secret recipe to make this?
Yeah, there's a difference in the biotechnology process. So there's a fermentation part, like it is used to take like 60 to 70 days for the fermentation, general fermentation. But through the yeast and different kinds of ingredients that we have already filed the like research paper published, it goes very quickly, like what we have done, and getting a good response in the efficacy part.
Well, what exactly you generated in last, when you had started and generated a revenue?
Yeah, we have like 30 plus like hotel and resorts are already connected with us from the Saharanpur area, and every hotel and resorts are using still right now. We are getting the good response from that, not only the nursing homes and everything. So while the serving of all those things, we have get the good amount of like traction values and all we have invested.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
So I think he's right that there are already a lot of competitor, but let's think about on a different tangent. If somebody has to adopt this thing at home, supposedly MET decides one day, okay, let's start using your product. One thing that they would definitely talk about is how much percentage of increase in expenditure of doing this, and what is the perceived value, what is the output value that they derive. So there has to be a mechanism where your product should measure the efficacy, and plus how you will give that result compared to the traditional cleaners that being used. So have you thought on those lines?
No, we have already doing with that. Right now, the Quantum University already purchasing that, because the problem is that like Amity and the Quantum University, why we are targeted, which is very near from us. So they have already gone through the testing process. It took long time because they already use the Tasky product R2, R5, and R7. They needs that compatible, like they need to match those values. This is one of the good validation that we are getting the good efficacy, not only the reports but also in the like cleaning part also. So we're getting the good response. Not only that, because of the if you use certain enzymes and chemicals at a certain rate, it creates a good fumes. That fumes is good for the smell and all. So I think the product that we are selling right now, it has a good fragrance, long lasting than that, and many other like enzyme which is non-toxic and no volatile organic
How
compounds.
much does it cost you to make it, since you are retailing at 1100 rupees for 5 liter?
That is Tasky, sir. We are retailing for the B2B part. We are selling to 700 to 800.
But what's your cost for manufacturing?
For the cost of manufacturing right now, it took us around like 500 to 600 rupees, because the biotechnology process is right now, it's very lengthy right now.
If you go, suppose
It goes down to 150 to 200 rupees.
150 to 200, if you are to produce say 10 lakh liter.
150 to 200 per 5 liter. It will come down easily.
So in that case, even then per 5 liter, right?
Yes.
So then in that case, you will be able to sell it around 300 or 400 rupees.
Easily we can go with that, but because of the market restrictions
also.
also.
On a premium side, because if the most common thing that you use inside a house is phenyl, right?
Yeah.
And it's so from the cheaper side, it will cost you around 25 rupees per liter. On a little expensive side, it can go up to 50, 60 as well.
Yeah.
Right? So that's a direct competitor for you.
There's a good amount of Lysol and disinfectant user. There are surge of increase, many kind of
even
like.
that is also gone up to 70.
Yeah,
rupees
definitely.
per liter.
If we got like the biotechnology process or all the fermented and bioreactor that I have mentioned already, we can create like what we are creating in 60 to 70 days, we can create in 6 to 7 days. So that's the process.
It's in liquid form, right?
Yeah, right, sir. It's
Can
in
you make
liquid.
the cubes out of it?
We have already made that. We have made the tablet form. We have already filed the patent for that. We have applied for the
Put
patent.
that in a bucket.
Yeah,
and then
but the problem is that like Indian market don't want it. If we have made the hand wash and also
ऐसा
the
नहीं है, ऐसा नहीं है. I don't
yeah,
agree.
the dissolve it,
If
yeah.
I were to be given a 10 rupees tablet, I have to give it to my maid. Okay, you use this tablet, put it in that bucket and use it for entire cleaning out. I'll be happy to buy. ऐसा नहीं, you need to rework on.
So because of the lack of efficacy in the tablet form, the small accumulation have very less efficacy compared to that. That is the problem.
I think we are limited time.
I think Coparo.
Yeah, Coparo, Beko, these are the one of the
They are
competitors.
competitor, I think.
Yeah.
They are selling it 355 rupees for 5 liters.
Yes, right, sir. No, more than that, sir. For the floor cleaner, but then sale offer they comes down on that. But yeah, that is why. Yeah, we can go on that. As we mentioned, if we have that much like facility and investment, we can go more less than that.
Why someone is going to look a new thing or just the same kind of
Yeah. But they still use the sulfates and different kind of toxic chemicals. Yeah. The problem is that they cannot claim right now we are 100% toxic chemicals.
Thank you.